Welcome, ladies and gents, back to Face TV here. We are doing the DreamHack Open London qualifiers, and it is the second quarterfinal we'll be doing here today. Of course, there was another one running concurrently. We actually caught them both just previously. And now it's going to be eFrag versus Killerfish. The other one that will be going on is going to be LGB, who are now Copenhagen Wolves, versus LDLC White. So that's also going on right now, but we have chosen eFrag and Killerfish because eFrag are hilarious to watch.
They are very fun, yeah. XG play team, you know, most people know them. Really entertaining team to watch and cast.
And it's going to be a pretty interesting series. We have a cash lined up first. That's the choice of eFrag. Dust 2 was picked by Killerfish, and then we go to Mirage. Now, regarding eFrag and Killerfish, they're both present at the Take TV event, but yeah. I'm not so sure about how things will translate online, actually, because eFrag have a reputation of being beastly, just godlike online. Yeah. So I'm curious to see if that's going to play into this at all. Yeah,
it will be interesting. I think we can't really make too much predictions until we see how they play, really, after Take TV at least.
Yep. And, well, eFrag, everybody knows, well, anybody who has been following CS for the last few months and first saw them at Star Series know that this is a team that definitely defies conventions just generally across the board, but their T-sides are very interesting to watch. Usually they're able to throw pretty crazy and very well coordinated strats that no one else does, basically, on the T side that you just would never really see. And they have a very good timing and good understanding of CT rotations to know how to call what and when. So they're quite unique in that sense. So it's going to be nice to see them playing cash as well. The CT side is definitely one of the more, the easier sides, so I don't think they'll have to worry about their weaknesses there. And that's something that they've been very aware of, that's limiting them. So and they've had a lot of time to work on it. So I've seen a lot of improvement, and they did beat the TSM in a best of 3. But so did Hellraisers as well.
Yeah, true. So let's just not talk about that.
Let's not talk about that one. But Killerfish, when I've seen them play, they haven't shocked me in any sense. No. They look like a decent tier 2 team. I would definitely expect eFrag to be the winners in this one.
Yeah, me too. I think. Do we know any odds on what people are saying on any sites or anything?
Let's look at the odds.
There we go.
So the odds for this match definitely look like it's a little bit favourable. Therefore, I'm going to presume that is eFrag because we have no names there. So that is eFrag on the left, even though it looks like Face It versus Face It. It is eFrag on the left, and with the 21%, 28%.
I think they're giving a percentage on who to win in a fight between me and you. You know, I
got
79%, so you know it's
goddamn
obvious.
I hate you guys. You suck. You don't suck. I heard that you're not allowed to call. You're not allowed to say that the viewers suck.
Oh, are we not?
No. Apparently, there's a faux pas.
Oh,
you can't do that.
Yeah.
Just so you can save yourself and not do that. But thanks a lot, James. God damn. Producer Reese trolls us a lot as well with his. I don't know if he's trying to troll us or if it just happens. if it's just like he just accidentally will ask for like an overlay. He'll bring it up for a second and then just switch to another overlay.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's trolling us.
Or just not doing it right. Who
yeah.
knows?
Yeah, who knows? We're never sure with Producer Reese. He's on vacation in the Gran Canaria, I think, at the moment. So, well, maybe he's actually never going to come back.
You never know. You know, just you fired him because he got the wrong schedules and the wrong layouts and the wrong screens. Is that what happened?
Yeah, he's generally been fired all the time.
And so therefore James is doing production and I'm hired at Face It.
Yeah, that sounds
all right.
right.
Yeah, that works. Okay, good.
Yeah, we lost threat as well, so yeah, you can fill the gap right there. And you're interested in production as well. Maybe you could.
Yeah, maybe you never know.
Be the new producer Hugo. You can even do the commentary from over there. We could set you up with a camera as well. We could have like a production studio that's also a studio with cameras.
That would
and
work.
Lights.
That would work. Yeah. I'd be interested. Yeah.
All right, we can explore this possibility. I heard game sounds though. Yeah. Producer James is giving us game sounds. There we go.
No, they're gone.
No, I'm not sure.
I'm
not sure.
No. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So he's not messing up. He's doing this on purpose. I wasn't sure there for a second. All right.
So here we go. So I'm assuming that eFrag won the pistol round. Won the knife round. Sorry, because they picked CT and on the CT map cash. Let's just go with that assumption. Unless James wants to confirm anything. But yeah. He probably wasn't paying attention.
And we see the standard A retake coming out from eFrag, leaving A completely open, playing the retake. They're actually going a little bit aggressive towards B storage, which can be very risky because if they were actually going B, they could have a 5 versus 2, which is not very good against Glocks.
Ooh,
but Bubble, on the other hand, is going to make Tizian regret ever peaking.
Some nice aggression there, and we can see that Killerfish are going to be boosting into mid. I've seen this quite a lot on Cash when I watch Killerfish play Cash. They like to take mid control, especially on the T-side pistol round. They're going to be pushing straight into vents, not even splitting. You know, their split player was down. That's Tizian, and now Bubble is pushed up and ready for the retake. But the site's just completely open. eFrag are just playing a completely retake-based round here, and Bubble getting a second kill. That will be Kirby going down, and the bomb will go down, but they have a 5-on-3, and this is going to be, should be pretty easy for eFrag as long as the Killerfish players don't play a really insane crossfire. But, you know, one player will go down, that's NKL, but they'll still manage to trade him out by taking stfN on. And pushing into the site leaves just TONI left in a 1-on-1.
Boom, Viktor gets it done though, so nice little double at the end. That looked, that was just swinging all over the place there. Very impressive, and just enough time to get the defuse without the kid as well. So Killerfish will not start off with a good economy, but they can go for the surprise by... It's very, very viable in this map to actually just force up here and go for a quick execute if you want to do that with the Tech 9s. Or equally, we could see them actually just go for the save and then get the AKs next round.
Yeah,
so
Bubble is actually lagging, 120 pings. That's not too great for him, but hopefully he'll be able to do fine. You know, he bought a UMP, so that's just pretty much pray and spray, so he should be fine. I think some miscommunication going on Killerfish sides. We have seen Tahsin buying an AK and armor and everyone else ecoing, or maybe that's just some kind of new strategy. Oh no, because someone must have dropped that for him. So maybe that's a new strategy. One AK and then everyone else just armor. Everyone else just pistols up. So
it's quite cool actually. I like this. I like this as an idea to try to, because again, this is a super favorable duel. I mean, why not? Yeah,
we've seen Na'Vi do this before. I think when this strategy first started getting used more frequently, I think it was Na'Vi and Titan used it a little bit. You know, when you get the bomb plant down, anyone who got a couple of kills will manage to buy an AK and then drop that gun for someone who has armor. So that could be a viable strategy, really, in some situations. It seems like Tahsin is going to be entering into mid. He will go down there by spyleadeR, but they'll manage to take his AK. Sadly, they don't have armor to work with it either, so that could be a problem for them. And eFrag already with the man advantage. Should be an easy just shut down with these SMGs and rifles on the B site here. spyleadeR going for that shot, just missing TONI.
So here we go. We have the take of the vent room. Kirby's going to peek out. Oh, doesn't get it done though with the AK, and just TONI left. And I guess that's we would say Stefan. I guess. Stefan. I think. I guess is Johnny not playing for Killerfish anymore? Maybe not. Anyway, eFrag with a nice opener, and you can see how worthwhile that play was in a sense, and it's justified. Okay, they don't have all the grenades that they would maybe like. There's actually 0 smokes, which is actually a little bit alarming for Killerfish, but Tahsin, he has a Tech 9 instead of an AK, and that's actually not a huge downside considering what they had going into the last round, having an AK full armor. Pretty interesting possibilities you can get from that.
Do you think the last round buy of the AK was a big communication error? Because I noticed his team didn't force buy with him with armor pistols, and so I don't really know what that kind of idea was about. Do you think it was probably just a miscommunication?
I think it's something they've been trying actually. I think because you can actually get quite a bit done with the AK, that they wanted to try to go for the picks. It can happen though against the SMGs, against the Famouses. You do get favorable engagements, so maybe that was just a, because again here, you know, they do actually have, they can just go for a style based on, you know, fast picks with some pop flashes here and there. They've been trying to get it done. So far they're getting completely destroyed. They did manage to get into the vent room, but again eFrag picking up the kills. However, Bubble and Dreamer are very low, so you can see that, you know, they are getting a look in at some of these engagements, but eFrag hitting the shots.
Tahsin not checking to his right. Bubble's going to pick up that frag with that UMP, and that's going to be really useful. Grabbing an AK onto the side. Just as he crosses, though, Tizian does get the frag onto him. And now Dreamer holding the B site, going for those one taps, will manage to pick it up, and Tizian going down there. That'll be another round to eFrag.
Is that like desperation to get the gun? Like he can just stand there.
Yeah,
until the round ends and then get the gun. Yeah.
I don't see much reason of getting the gun. He was playing such a good position that he could have just picked up that more money with the UMP kills. But whatever, we won't judge him. Just a little mistake there. Just a little mistake by Bubble. And you see he's being punished by it. Now he can't buy. Now he's got a Tech 9. Or, no, he obviously can buy, but he's just Tech 9ing up then. For whatever reason that is. Just trying to save money, I guess. We're going to see a nice nade there do a little bit of damage. Done by Dreamer. They're really tapping this game. Defrag. Oh, there we go. Okay, this phrase. But Dreamer has been going for those taps. Yeah.
Dreamer's the guy to watch out for, I think.
He's definitely, he's definitely the highlight of this game, probably.
He is incredibly godlike sometimes. Even on land, he was delivering like crazy as well. So it will be fun to see what he can deliver in this game. You know, along with Viktor. Viktor's usually the guy that you would suspect huge individual plays from, especially in line as well. And when it comes to eFrag's economy right now, look at that. They have a lot of money.
Yeah, only 4 rounds in, and they're already out to one player at 10k. That's going to be, I think it was Dreamer on 10k. But, you know, that's impressive enough as it is.
I think there's one player that hasn't even died yet. Pretty good.
Yeah, that's going to help them, especially with rebuying.
Okay, so Killerfish working on a bit of a default here. They've got one player towards Squeaky trying to get some harassment, but Dreamer's just going to push forwards, take down Kirby straight away. So that is a 5 versus 4 advantage. TONI's on an AWP here for Killerfish. So if he could try to find an opening somewhere, that would definitely help. And middle is up for grabs. Killerfish, they really need to try to work onto middle right now. Getting that map control in middle gives them options towards A and B, and it does force eFrag to actually go and try to see what's going on. They will be forced to try and actually get some info, and that can be a moment where Killerfish can bait them into an opportunity to get a pick, and that's what they need. But going for these one-on-ones is definitely problematic. But they have taken vent room, so they're looking for very likely pressure into a B split.
Dreamer here in a nice position. He's going to get the first kill. Hopefully he's going to drop down. Only 2 HP remaining. If they do push the site, he's going to wait for his team to rotate. But only one player there, and that'll be TONI with the AWP, managing to get that kill. And NKL rotating, and the bomb is going to be going towards B. But he is alone in a 1v3, and this might be Killerfish's first round, I think.
Yeah, it looks good for them, absolutely.
Oh, right through the smoke. That was, yeah, that was incredible. TONI, nice shot. And then Killerfish taking their first round. They're going to have a good economy now. They're going to be able to buy, but they're going to be in a situation where if they lose this round, their money is not going to be looking too good. They'll only get $1,400, is it, for losing? Yeah, for the first loss, 1,400. Yeah. And that AWP on TONI, I wonder how dangerous that will actually be. And how much impact is he going to have here? How much emphasis will Killerfish actually put towards him? Some teams delegate their AWPers in different ways, and also they rely on them in different ways. Now they've again got a very passive opening. This looks like their default. We actually saw this kind of a split from them before. The only real difference here is that they don't have a player really pushing Squeaky to try to start firing through the door, create presence there. And instead it's Tahsin, who was in that position, just falling all the way back. So it does indicate that they are likely going for a delayed mid-take and then thinking about opening up options for the B split. That would be really nice. Oh no, TONI's going to miss the smoke there. That does actually hurt a little bit. $300 down the drain. Bubble with a nice position in vents, but they do know he's there. I saw someone spotting, jump spotting on the red crate in T main earlier, so they know he's in vents. So TONI can definitely keep an eye on that. Yeah.
There's lots of Molotov spots here. Where Viktor is, that needs to be Molotov. The vent needs to be Molotov. But they're just going to run out here. Look for the trades. At least they get the first trade. But Tahsin's going to go down to Bubble, who's in the vent. They have the Molotovs to use. Now they're throwing Molotovs. It's far too late for this. And Bubble even picks up a second kill, gets out of there scot-free, and it's just Kirby who's left alive. That was really poorly executed by Killerfish.
The thing is, it wasn't even just a lucky guess. They knew he was in vents because one of them jump spotted just before the smoke went down. If he was still looking, he would have seen. So, you know, they had the information that he was in vents. But regardless, we punish them for not doing that, and now Kirby will go down, and that'll be another round to eFrag, 5-1. And now Killerfish, as I said, are going to be in a horrible economical situation. Yeah,
I mean, it's one of those spots where you want to take mids with the least losses as possible, and then the way to do that is like the best Molotov on this map is just that vent Molotov. Like, it's so important to get those mid takes happening very easily, so you don't have to worry about that guy peeking backwards and forwards. That is really painful to deal with, as we saw in that round. And now eFrag are 5-1. They've money screwed Killerfish. They're going for a full eco. They're getting completely sprayed down as they make their way in.
Dreamer, as we said, picking up a nice 3k there. He's going to go for the 4th here and will just manage to get it. Complete shutdown.
Look at the money still, it's so huge.
Yeah, it's seriously racking up. Apart from Viktor, is he dying a lot? He's only got 2 deaths, but yet 3k. He must be dropping for his team a lot.
Yeah, it's good. Keep the money as even as possible. And so Killerfish in with another round. They don't have a lot of nades again, but let's see if they go for their little default opening. Very important incendiary early on to prevent the super fast mid takes. And wow, Killerfish, they are going to go for a very fast A play, actually, just straight in, very envious style, the old envious at least. spyleadeR responds with the first kill by Forklift.
Stefan pushing up, he hasn't checked quad yet, and he's going to get punished for that. NKL just finishing him off, and Tizian trading him out, but spyleadeR back there at quad will manage to get the kill. Just leaving Tahsin in A main. think they probably know he's there at this point. There's not many other places he can be, or at least they're just spamming it. Oh, but a nice shot just through the corner of the smoke. Takes out Dreamer. Flicks around. Bubble also goes down, and that's 2 incredible shots just within the short space of 2 seconds.
Yeah, this guy was very, very clutch indeed over in Krefeld, Take TV's studio. On LAN, he was an absolute monster. And we're starting to see glimpses of that monster once again, stirring and responding. We have the bomb down, though, in the open. It's very hard to recover that. And these CTs are playing that trade game. Can Tahsin get the first frag when they peek him? That's the reaction, and he doesn't get it. 7-1.
As you said, eFrags are obviously the star favourites of this matchup. I think it's definitely showing so far. eFrag are just relentless with their aim, at least, and 7 frags already is quite impressive. And now Killerfish again forced into an eco, a couple of pistols on them, but not a whole lot really to work with. No nades or armor at all. Maybe Tizian could enter a site with a deagle and get the bomb down, but at best they're going to hope for a bomb plant, really.
Yeah, and eFrag, I mean, this is a team. I mean, when I was speaking to NKL last, he said, you know, in his own words, you know, we're a team that focuses on team play, and that's something that they really covet about their style is their team play, and you can see it in spots like that, not making an incorrect decision based on the let's say the individual, but instead thinking of the team and thinking of what's going to win the round, how can we win the round as a team. And we see that happening all over the place here with eFrag's decision making. This, even though DreamHack can go huge and he looks like the star player, there is still you know, huge cognizance towards playing for the team. And eFrag right now, they've had so many flawless rounds. They're looking at another one here. Let's look at the money real quick. And there it is. So yeah, add another 3k to that, and that's what they're going to be sat on. It's pretty ridiculous.
Then they probably won't even need to rebuy. TONI here basically has nothing to work with. 20 HP and a P250 is really not going to do too much damage, and they're not going to be stupid enough to push him or anything, or just, you know, just die for the sake of dying. You know, what are they going to get? $300 for killing him? There's no point getting aggressive here, and Dreamer will finish him off, and TONI going down there. There's another round to eFrag. You can just see door stuck there.
Oh yeah, classic door stuck. Alright, so we're going to have a situation now where Killerfish get the buyout again. They're going to have the Molotovs again. Now they just need to use them as they move into an area, whatever the area is going to be. Actually, this map, I think, is the best map for being able to use Molotov. Like, it has the most awesome Molotov spots, probably in the entire map pool.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Oh, NKL, nice first early frag there onto Tahsin as they push onto the side. But these Molotovs are just, these CT mollies are just stopping the pushes. But Kirby doesn't care. He's going to jump up and get that first frag. Getting traded out, but that return kill is all that he needs. It's now a 3-on-3, and they're going to push towards the site. Stefan, sorry, taking control, and the bomb is going to go down. Whereabouts are they planting? Is that default? Yeah, they're going to go for a default plant. Tizian just running through the Molotov. 2 players of eFrag, sorry, pushing right through the smoke, and now Bubble is left alive in a 1-on-2, and this is definitely a doable situation. You know, he's got a nice position here, pushing up on quad.
Shadow. He sees a shadow.
Oh no!
How did he not get that frag? I think he rushed himself just a little bit too much there, running and gunning a little bit too early.
Oh, that was so unlucky. I think he realised that Stefan was eventually going to jump over and see him, so he had to kind of get aggressive. But didn't really pay off there. 14 HP left on Stefan.
So, interesting stuff here. Killerfish pick up a round, but the battle's not over just yet, as they need to prevent themselves from being money screwed, as they only survived there with 2 players. Oh, we're going to get a pop flash play in A main from the CTs.
Double PK main, very aggressive there. Stefan will punish that. NKL going down there, and now they got the man advantage, although the HP on some of the Killerfish players aren't too great. TONI only down to 30, but the frag is all that matters, really, and that's what they got.
Yeah, I'm curious to see whether Killerfish can actually convert on this and how they're going to do so. Again, 5 versus 4 advantage. Usually mid is very open because of that. The CTs can't afford to really hold on there too much, and TONI is poking, and he even gets a frag on the Viktor. So eFrag actually, converse to what I was saying, decided to have 2 players in mid, and they actually got punished for it. It was a nice pick by TONI on the AWP, and now 3 versus 5. This is a spot where the CTs should consider stacking a site, and then if the CTs attack the other site, just saving, because right now there's no way that they can hold on to one site with not all the players already there.
The rotates are going to come in. We've got a player here at the back of the site. Dreamer managing to pick up that kill onto Tahsin. But they're following up onto the side right behind him, and TONI without orb might be able to do some serious damage. Dreamer, nice position here, just in the smoke. He's going to push through, catch Kirby with his pants down and get that kill. And now it's a 3 versus 3, and he's completely equalised it in the space of a few seconds. And although he will go down there to Stefan. It doesn't seem like eFrag are going to be able to do much. Yeah, as I say that, Tizian with that frag. Now Bubble is left alive, and the bomb only just went down. He has got a kit, so he's got time to do this, but there's one player through the wall.
The crazy thing to me is that if, like, we saw the rotation, I think it was from Bubble, just he just held straight away. Even though they had contact, he was still waiting for a good 5-10 seconds. Had he just gone straight away, and again under this philosophy that either we defend his 3 or we save his 3 kind of thing, then you up your chances massively. But that said, I guess they have a lot of cash to play with, so they probably weren't thinking along those lines, because they're like, well, it doesn't matter if we all die and so on. But it would have been cool to see a faster rotate there. Big aggression early into B storage though from the CTs. eFrag deciding to keep the aggressions going. Last time it was A main, this time B storage is going to have a much better result for them. And Killerfish never knew what hit him. They got 2 players left, Stefan and Tizian, and eFrag are now settling back into defensive positions across the map.
Yeah, it all happened so fast, and now they're going to have to push towards the B side, but I think CTs haven't even realised that and rotated a player yet. Finally, one is going to come through vents, but Stefan is taking control of the site single-handedly, and now they should be able to get the bomb down without too much trouble. Viktor playing passive. I think he's expecting a vent boost, but it's not going to be happening. Oh no, he's just waiting for his teammate to get in position so they can retake as a pair.
This is good though, they got a guy in the back, but no, he's going to go down. Stefan hits the ground as Viktor pushes forwards with the M4, and now Tizian's on the bomb side. This is pretty awkward. He gets the first kill, has to switch for the second, spots the next player. There's NKL, goes around the crate with the USP and gets the kill.
He runs out of ammo there, just only 3 bullets left on the last spray, and he missed all 3 of them, so that's unlucky for him, and that'll be another round for eFrag. Very convincing. I like that retake. You know, Viktor didn't just straight up push through vents. I thought he was just waiting for a vent boost or something, but he was obviously just waiting for his teammate to rotate from the A site to get in position so they could retake as a pair, and both players could be on one-on-ones, which would be fair enough, and then try and trade when one of you dies. And so that was a really good retake there by eFrag, and Killerfish are suffering now. If you have a look at their economy, only Galil's on 2 players, and not a lot of nades on those 2 players as well.
Absolutely. So we're going to see eFrag with this setup. I've seen them do this quite often on Cash, where they don't really commit heavily into mid, but they do have 2 players there at the very least, playing kind of far back. So they don't get the information when you play close, but that also does come at some risks as well. And they've got 1 guy in vent room, and they are actually rotating guys towards A. And they don't have a lot of info at the moment, so at the moment it's eFrag just moving around, keeping Killerfish guessing, and praying that they don't go B, because they have no spot on B at all.
Oh, that nade is going to push Viktor down to 7 HP though. He's going to be backing off now, because they have the man advantage, but Tahsin pushing onto the site will manage to get that first frag onto NKL, and the Molotov seems like it's going to be punishing someone there. Dreamer playing from quad with a nice double kill, huge play.
Now he just has to stay alive here, and he's actually going to find the frag on Tizian too. So that should be curtains in this round. Kirby's the last one standing. That said, Bubble and Viktor are very low, but still it's a 1-on-4. They don't know where he is though, so that's the only advantage he really has.
I think they have an estimation. You see Dreamer's looking down at short now. They can probably guess he's going to be around the area, and yep, he will go down. Kirby losing that round, and now eFrag up to 10-3. Just dominating right now. But if you look at their economy, they have been losing a lot of players. If you look at eFrag's economy, you know, the max they've got is 3.6k, and that's on Viktor. And so, you know, although Killerfish is suffering a lot more, they're not, you know, they're not rolling high really. And again, it doesn't really matter. There are only 2 rounds left of the half, so it's not going to affect them too much really. Whether they win or lose this round, they're still going to have enough to buy next round, so it'll be okay. Straight out of mid, Tizian will go down there by spyleadeR.
Yeah, so far it does seem pretty good for eFrag. I mean, of course the 10-3 is very dominant, and it's just the surprising thing to me is the way that they've been winning the majority of the rounds that they've been winning, and Killerfish, despite having much more damage in the last few, it does seem to be all about eFrag at the moment, and Killerfish just trying to see if they can get something out of this. Of course, they can't really impact the economy of eFrag all that much, not realistically at the very least.
There's not going to be a whole lot they can do. Even if all 5 players have to buy, they'll be able to put through, you know, a solid buy on eFrag's side. Viktor just in mid, just spraying down 2 quick kills and gets a third there with the USP. So, yep, another convincing round for eFrag, not even a single player lost, and it just seems like that's how this half is going. And, you know, we're going into the last round of the first half here on the first map of this best of 3, and Killerfish really need to get this 4th round, because if you look at it, if they lose pistol, they'll be put into kind of 2 ecos, so they will have lost the game anyway. So yeah, they really kind of need to win this one to have any chance of going for any second comeback like we saw earlier, a couple of hours earlier in the Penta games.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a strong situation for eFrag. Another team that also doesn't need too many AWPs. But that said, excellent opening from Stefan onto the A-bomb site. spyleadeR is now going to try to respond, but he gets dropped straight away. And they have to rely on Bubble and Dreamer now to save the day. Against 5 players still left alive, it's not the odds you really want to play with or bet on.
Ooh, Bubble just looking away at the wrong time, you know. Little curse there. TONI will pick him up, but Dreamer will also manage to get kill on Tahsin, and there's not going to be a whole lot he can do unless he's going to ace this with the bomb already down for 15 seconds. There's really no chance that he's going to win this. I think they're all just going to peek him one by one until, you know, they can kill him.
I love seeing players like Dreamer in this spot though, because even though you know that they can't win, it's very unlikely, you see them giving it a damn good try, and he's already taken 3 players down. Gets the 4th player! Again, unbelievable
See,
stuff.
they just weren't playing for frags. Luckily, Stefan did that. They just about, if you hear the bomb there, he might have, if he got that last frag really quickly, he might have just possibly had time for the bomb, because he did have a kit. But yeah, as highlighted by James, they're 28 and 8 26 and 8 there. Dreamer just absolutely destroying right now.
This guy is godlike.
So yeah, as you mentioned, I was just saying it's impossible, but you know, he almost did it. Like you said, you know, it's good to see Bubble in those, Dreamer in those situations, because he pretty much almost aced that in a 1-on-5. So
yeah, he's so calm.
Yeah, impressive by him, but eFrag getting a nice couple of entries onto the A site, only losing 1 player in the process, and now Tahsin's trying to get a tag off, but he's only 20 HP, and spyleadeR holding mid. A very nice position, will manage to pick up Kirby, and now only 2 players are left on Killerfish's side, and this really doesn't look doable for them. Nice 1-tap there. But seems like Viktor's in the right position to punish him, and he will peek out at the right time, get the headshot, and then turn around, look at short, and also pick up a second one there. Stefan going down, and yep, eFrag pick up the 2nd pistol round of the game.
So that really does not bode well for Killerfish, losing the pistol round after being already on 4 rounds. They're going to go for the force up, and we shall see the scouts on Tizian and the rest getting some deagles going. But what are they going to do with him? Have they got any aggression in store for eFrag? You would expect eFrag, yes, you can see some pre-nades there, expecting some aggression. And a good position here for the scout. Of course, you don't really have anywhere to fall back to, but that angle in it itself is quite a dangerous one.
Yeah, the good reason about that is you notice that Tizian has got that scout, so he can, even if he can't get killed, he can get 1 or 2 tags, and then you see you've got 2 deagles on Killerfish's side, so they can finish him off with 1 last bullet. You know, if he does 50, 60 damage, they can just finish off the rest of the attack with 1 bullet. So I like how they place their buy. It seems like, it doesn't seem like a coincidence, it seems like they place their buy around the scout. You know, if he gets some tags, if they go towards the A site, the others can finish him off with the deagles. So that's always a possibility, which is why I like that position. Viktor there with an early frag though. They're just playing slow though. I like how eFrag aren't just getting too aggressive, you know, because they know the Killerfish will be on a force buy. They don't want to get aggressive into these close angles like just here and get picked off by pistols. So they're playing slow and they're playing together, which is what I like about this.
Yeah, really nicely done. We didn't see too much grenade usage, but we did see the 1 key Molotov. When they identified where the scout was, they just Molotoved him, and there was just nothing that he could do at that point, as he had to be forced out of the position into the reticles of multiple terrorists from eFrag. 12-4 is the score now, but it's going to get a lot worse for Killerfish before it gets better, I think, as we're going to go to 13-4 very shortly. And Kirby is looking to... It would be nice for him if he could save this.
I'd love a wallbang right now, that'd be quite funny.
Yeah. Add insult to injury.
Yeah. Oh, they know where he is now. Yeah, none of them in the position to kind of chase him at this point. He's too far away. He's going to be saving that armor, and that'll be good enough for him. Unlucky they lost that round, and it really seems like, you know, I don't like to always call this, but I think at this point it really seems like GG, because you know, eFrag's such a T-sided team. You know, they are good CT side, but they have a really strong T side, especially on most maps, such as Cash, for example. And did they pick Cash, or was that?
They picked Cash. And this is a scary thing for me, because Dust 2 is the map where eFrag have famously upset, like, you know, the old Envious.
Yeah.
Upset, you know, TSM there. You know, pretty much just they can beat anybody there. It's actually ridiculous. The two sides on that map are insane.
Definitely. So, be interesting to see regardless. And getting a little bit aggressive here. He will be punished for it. Dreamer taking him down with the AK, but Viktor with a nice boost here, just with the pistol. If you notice, eFrag have got 2 pistol players. They literally, they're just so confident at this point.
Yeah, I can't imagine why they're actually just staying on pistols. I don't know.
Yeah, Viktor just picked up the gun off his teammate, but still, he was only on a P2000, which is questionable. But
alright, well, they're going to find the right bomb side, it seems, making their way in, and Kiel spots one player towards the ladder. And hey, this is not actually going as planned at the moment. We have a quick frag coming in from Tahsin. And 3 players are left. NKL's on 1 HP. He's very fragile, very flimsy. And Kirby finds a headshot onto Viktor. This is atrocious right now for eFrag. They've just got Bubble who can do anything. NKL can't even really peek on 1 HP. So let Bubble do the work here, as he is actually indeed doing. And Bubble will get the frag and the bomb planted. But Stefan can still make some work of this.
But they know one player's going to be low. They don't know his exact HP, but Tizian did a lot of damage there, so they know NKL's probably going to be low, which is why he's playing passive, which is what I like. He shouldn't be re-peeking, please. Oh, it just goes down, and now the fuse is going to come in, but Bubble right there to trade. And Stefan will go down, and that'll be 14 rounds to eFrag, and now Killerfish will finally be able to buy. So this is the only chance they have now to turn this around. If they lose this round, that's GG. They've lost the game, because they'll be forced into eco, or forced by at least with probably no rifles, or 1 or 2 rifles at max.
Yeah, a very scary situation in that round, I must say. Free frag, however, you know, they got such a buffer. You know, it could be, as you said, you know, they're playing with a lot of confidence. So definitely thinking about that. But either way, we get the rifles now from Killerfish. We get a real buy. Unfortunately for them, they've only got 2. They don't have any room for error. There is no margin at all for them to make mistakes. And we'll see a setup for them which is pretty. This is a pretty decent default to go with. It's very reactive. You're very reliant on letting the T's come at you with something, because you don't play anybody forwards. So in that way, it's not risky. The only thing that's risky is that you don't know what's going on. And here we go. We get the eFrag members pushing middle and taking names at the moment, as eFrag now go in for the B split. It's looking pretty good for them, but TONI happens.
Wow, TONI, we didn't even catch that, but he got a nice sick double kill there onto NKL and spyleadeR, and now Bubble is left alive with his teammate who's also low. Dreamer, 8 HP, and wow, both taken out at the same time, and Killerfish actually are going to win that round. So, you know, possibility of a comeback, unlikely, but you know, there's always the chance, and eFrag are going to be forcing it up this round, you know, due to having 14 rounds already, just being in such a good situation. Round-wise, they're not really going to mind too much about forcing up with a couple of rifles and galils.
And if you're just joining us, we are broadcasting the DreamHack London Open Qualifiers here, and this is a quarterfinal match between eFrag and Killerfish. It's the first map, Cash, the choice of eFrag, and Killerfish, they chose Dust 2, but it is Tizian here that's choosing Death by M4 right now, as NKL is going to hit the ground. It's Viktor to trade, and back and forth this is going to go, but who's actually going to take control of the bomb site? Stefan comes in with an excellent double, and that changes everything, but Bubble's still left alive. And the problem for him, though, is that bomb is down in a precarious spot, to say the least.
He's got a lot of time left, you know, 1 minute on the clock. He can rotate the long way, but, you know, that's not going to leave him a whole lot of time to kill the last 2 players and or get the bomb down. So, you know, his decision here has to be fast, whatever it's going to be, whether to save or whether to go for it.
He's got the worst weapon as well out of the 3 weapons on the server. That Galil is not going to be as accurate on those long ranges. But let's have a look. He's moving in now. He's got a smoke as well, but he doesn't want to give up his position.
He just missed, I think it's Tizian there. Yeah, just missed him by the pixel. Tizian's just messing with him at this point.
That is really well done by Tizian there, that shouldering. And they're just playing it as they can right now, just playing it by the book.
20 seconds left on the clock, so they really can't do a whole lot here.
This is really good from them.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Bubble peeking over, gets the first frag. stfN, only 14 seconds left. He's going to go for the back plant, which is actually really, really good. The bomb's going to go down, but he's just going to get caught on his arm, but it's missing there. Bubble.
No, surely not.
Still trying to find this angle.
Oh my goodness.
He will get taken down. That would have been insane.
It would have been hilarious if he'd made that happen. Killerfish almost trying to play it too perfectly. Just trying not to engage for a little bit too long even.
Yeah. It was annoying that trade frag though didn't come out from stfN.
Yeah, that's
noticed
the thing, yeah.
His teammate died, but stfN just hid. But I guess he had the information probably on guessing where he was. So.
And now we have a situation where Killerfish can get it even better by now. They got TONI on the AWP again. The problem is the lack of grenades. We're going to get an execute from eFrag, probably on A. That's usually where these executes would go. And how fast, what kind of execute will it be? Looks like they're going to go for a running execute, as they can also do it through the smoke that's here on middle, and on the A main, sorry. And that can also be, like, one of the reasons why that smoke can be a bit scary is that they can just rush through it and you call it too late. That's the problem with this. And here we go. That's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to make their way in for the execute. Viktor's going to completely crunch Tizian. Kirby responds, but more damage is yet to be done here by eFrag as they get the bomb planted. Probably don't get it planted just yet.
We'll finally go down though there. spyleadeR just getting the bomb down, but only 4 HP remains on him, and there's not really going to be much you can do here. Killerfish with a nice retake there. That was interesting. I was surprised that Killerfish even won that, because eFrag was pushed straight onto the site. You know, Tizian just instantly going down, full whited, and he had a player up in his face just shooting him with the Tech 9. So
that should be like guaranteed bomb down.
Yeah, bomb down, after plant, 4 players, but I'm not sure what happened, but Killerfish managed to take it, so well done to them, and that'll be another round. So 7 rounds so far. They've brought it back from, what was it? What was the first half? 12-3.
12-3 or 11-4?
Yeah, 12-3 I think. No, it was 11-4, you're right, yeah. So that's impressive so far. Just need to keep it going, keep the momentum up. Get a good bank built up and they'll be okay.
Well, AK's now out for eFrag though, as they make their way into that B bomb site at a snail's pace, but now the snail has turned into a ferocious line as they push into the bomb site. Dreamer's leading the charge here, looking to take both kills, but Kirby comes in the back there. 2 frags, they line up for him. He runs out of bullets though. Tech 9 comes out and he snaps down 1. There's a 4th player to be found. Kirby takes them all down. That is no problem at all somehow, as Killerfish clean up the round. That was a ridiculously chaotic but successful quad kill from Kirby.
How did no one get him there? That was impressive. They should have, you know, landed a couple of bullets at least, but he walked out with almost full HP there.
That was nuts. I don't know.
Well done.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
That should not have happened. eFrag. Oh dear, that was rather catastrophic. And now they're back to the Tech 9 execute potentially here. They might play a delayed execute now.
Yeah, it seems like they're just setting up default, but a little more passive, no aggression on B here with a pistol, which is a safe bet, I'd say. But they seem to be stacked more towards the A site, except the bomb going up mid. No, one player's getting boosted up mid. Okay.
Yeah, I think in like situations like this, there is like this A play is the only thing that they can do if they want to play with the numbers game with the grenades. However, they are looking to actually pull in some rotation. They're actually holding steady at the moment. There's 3 players towards mid and B still, whilst there's 2 in the bomb site. This is actually very confusing for Killerfish. They just need to get the frags and lose nobody, and then they're fine though.
There we go, shut down there. Kirby will also pick up a frag. That just leaves 2 players left on the eFrag side, and there we go.
You know, it surprises me they didn't just go for the straight up Tech 9 execute like they did before, because I mean it worked. They got the kill and the plant went down. So that, in my books, that is. Usually, I mean, they could have won the round there, as you said.
Yeah, usually you do see a lot of Tech 9 just straight up smoke, 1 smoke offshore, a couple of flashes out, and then 1 person goes squeaky and they just bomb in with Tech 9 armor straight into A site. And you see it work a lot of times against fully armored players, because as soon as you get those early run and gun kills, which you do likely get after those smokes and flashes behind the CTs, you can just get the bomb down and then just play passive angles with the guns you picked up off the CTs on the A site. So it's a really easy take, especially on a force buy or an eco. So I'm surprised he didn't do it again. Maybe it's just because he didn't work the first time, but you know, they could have got the bomb plant at least.
Yeah, I agree completely, and it's one of those spots as well where sometimes teams get a little bit too demoralized with a certain play. It's like, oh, we lost the round. But did you put yourself in a position where you were heavily favoured? Well, in that situation, yes. should probably give it another go.
Yeah.
Someone just went huge, and indeed it was that back to Killerfish, and This time it's going to be Tahsin just moving in. He's got 1 HP, no problems at all. The guy looks cool as a cucumber. As now Stefan is going to take down Viktor in middle as well. So there's not much working right now for eFrag in this round. However, they're going to get an insane crossfire from the bomb site in between onto A main as well. So the sandwich is working out. But
right
what
through the
is this?
smoke. Stefan, right through the smoke, will manage to pick off Dreamer. Dreamer's going large around. NKL is now left in a 1-on-2. He does pick up the first frag, but Stefan's still alive and he's got a flashbang left.
He's got 30 seconds as well. He could have actually doubled back there if he wanted to do that and made the full run. Of course, that would be pretty tight, but
I think NKL's just waiting for the aggression, but it's not going to come out. He's going to put the bomb down. Still got a nade to work with, but they're both completely full HP, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. Oh,
there it is.
Nice retake there by Stefan.
And they're on 10 rounds now. Basically, that's
yeah, that's a nice comeback.
It's pretty sick.
What is it with today and these comebacks? Because we've seen Penta come back from 11-4 twice. This happening so far, I think that's it. But this happening so far, you know, everyone's coming back from games right now.
Usually with the eFrag as well, you always expect them to be able to close it out because they're like, okay, this didn't work. Okay, we can try this. We can try this. We can try this. We can try this. And it's like endless with them, like endless with the depth of their bag of tricks when it comes to the T side. But it does seem like they are not having as good of a time of it at the moment against Killerfish.
Yeah, they should be able to get, you know, one clean T round at least to secure the overtime, which I think would be fair. But at this point, they're just struggling to do even that. As soon as they finish off the ecos, the anti-ecos against after winning the pistol round, they've just lost every single one to the end. Oh, NKL takes out Tizian through the door. That's going to be a really nice entry.
NKL, you disgust me.
And then Tahsin misses a smoke. It's all going wrong for Killerfish. Could this be the round?
Well, I mean, again, it's a situation. It's about understanding how CT rotation works on a given map, and usually this means that mid is open and it's voided, and they'll even do a wall of smokes there, which is not necessarily even favorable in a spot like this, where the Killerfish can't have too many people there, so eFrag can always have the numbers advantage, and they're going to go for the peaks on short because they want this A split. They're going for the Raw Angels. It has to work, but TONI and Stefan come in, and it's not looking good. TONI once again. Dreamer goes down, and between him and Stefan, it is just a complete massacre. That
was so close. TONI just destroying with that AWP. I don't know how he did it.
He's stuck by forklift as well, so in a pretty awkward position.
Not really many places to back off. There was an eFrag member in mid, if I'm right.
Yep.
So I don't know how he did that, but you know, Killerfish managed to take the round, and this comeback is building up quite nicely. eFrag only on a Tech 9 buy, and finally they're going for the A rush. Could this be it?
All right, come on.
It's possible. I'd love to see it. Even though I want to see the comeback, I'd love to see eFrag take this round.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it's a situation where they just have to get the nades down, move in, get the quick entries, and then they're done. But if there's a big play individually, where there is, Tahsin and Tizian are still alive, and they are not letting this bomb site go without a fight. It's going to be a 2 versus 3. So this is actually not looking too horrendous, but in come the grenades.
Oh no, this is just destroying their HP, and they're just going to be able to bubble. Still managing to get a frag, just missing a player above him, but STFN will still manage to come in. But now only 7 HP left on NKL, and there's really not going to be much you can do as long as they play for trades here. But it doesn't seem like the Seekers are doing that at the moment. Yep, there we go. STFN will finish off the round. But that was really looking like Killerfish's round from early on. Tahsin with a nice double, and Tizian with one himself. You know, was instantly seconds in, down to 2 players, and luckily they managed to equalise it to a 2-on-3 instead of a 2-on-5. But still, bomb plant's good. They got the money. Now they need to win this round because they've got the money to buy. Win this round, be up to 15. Lose this round, be ecoing next round, and then therefore, or probably ecoing this round, next round, depending on whether they got the bomb down, and then Killerfish will be up to 14-14, most likely.
And we actually see the aggression to be storage for Tahsin to go straight into Toxic, and that's going to allow the rest of his teammates to go straight away. And that is very devastating for eFrag because before they've given any cues, Killerfish already know what's going on. They're already rotating players for the retake. And here it comes. Dreamer opens up to Kirby. Can eFrag make it work? This time it's looking much better for them.
Oh, perfect nade that does a lot of damage. And STFN finishes it off with a nice spray down onto Dreamer. They're at forklift, but NK will also return with a nice nade as well. And they could go for a nice boost here over the smoke, over the quad box, possibly. Killerfish just playing slow, using their nades, but they need to hurry up because the bomb is ticking down. There's still 4 players left on eFrag's side to get rid of. And Viktor playing well. Nice double kill there. It's going to go for the triple, but Bubble right there behind him to get it. And there we go. TONI goes down, and that's going to be the round to eFrag. 15-12 now.
It's quite cool positions there from eFrag post-plant. They had 2 in the unlocker area and 2 behind the quad box, which is actually quite cool. But yeah, Killerfish, they can't make it work there. And now they're down to their last monies. And down to the last round potentially as well, because eFrag are sitting on 15. They could very well just close it out here, and maybe they're going to be feeling good about those A pushes after finally making one work.
Yeah, 15-12 is pretty solid anyway, so they should be able to close this out fairly soon without too much of a problem. They just need to make sure they don't fail the afterplants. Like we saw that round, that was a solid afterplant, but you know, that seems to be possibly what's losing them some rounds, because they seem to be getting the bomb down quite a lot actually, eFrag on T side, but they haven't been doing well on the afterplants. To be fair, a lot of the rounds have been force buys or ecos or whatever, but either way, kind of need to close this out soon before Killerfish catch up. And there we go, Dreamer, the first frag onto Kirby, and TONI will return with a nice double, and it's going to be a 2-on-4 now, and that's not going to be easy for eFrag. Bubble and Dreamer left alive.
So here we go, we've got Dreamer moving into mid. He's going to try to save this one. He will already pick up the frag onto TONI. It's very well done considering he didn't take any damage from that. And Bubble's working onto B. Nasty tag, but he gets the smoke down and some damage through that smoke. So time is really ticking away at the moment. There's 35 seconds left for Bubble and Dreamer to make something of this round, as Dreamer's pressuring in from vent room now as well. Onto the bomb site, has to make a fast frag, gets a nice dink there through the box. There's 12 HP left on Stefan, as now he goes in, takes down Dreamer, and it's down to Bubble, but Stefan has his number, and that's going to be another round for Killerfish, and that's still, there's 3 guys surviving, so they can actually get a decent buyout now as well.
Yeah, now this is, if you look at the money of eFrag, they can afford, and they should be money. Can we just see the scoreboard real quick? What are they kind of looking at? Yeah, so their money is pretty much gone. Going to be having trouble with that to buy next round if they lose this one, so that should probably go to overtime if they don't win this. It seems like they're going for a slow B push at the moment. No one even lurking in mid, and so Killerfish should probably pick up on this if they push up aggressively. But Bubble with the first entry frag, TONI right behind. Really nice position, but it just throws, and there we go, TONI. Nice flank. He will get taken out there by spyleadeR and Kirby to return the kill. Now it's a 3-on-3, and the bomb is on the site there. Just gets finished off, and the bomb is just going to go down. Now to 2 versus 3, and they're rotating in fast. They're retaking really quickly, and Tizian will get a nice frag, and now it's just Dreamer left alive, but the bomb isn't even planted for him. There's nothing he can do, and the bomb is going to be sticked with a kit, and that'll be the defuse for Killerfish. And Killerfish will be up to 14 rounds now, so we've seen an incredible comeback so far from a 11-4 scoreline on the first half. And now look, eFrag's money.
They only got $2,700 from that last round because of that bomb plant and the 1900 loss bonus, so things looking rather grim, but it is just barely enough for them to get enough nades out and get a couple rifles together as well. That's not looking too bad. Could be a lot worse, and that bomb plant was really so important. And they're going to go for that A execute again. It has really delivered, and this is like a repeat so far. We see the quick push into Toxic again, the quick rotate, and they are ready to receive the A push sooner rather than later. Yeah,
such a good read on them, and you know, the early rotate. Look, 3 players sorry at A now, and they're going to push out, and they're going to find some serious competition here, so this could be trouble. But Viktor, Kirby wasn't watching that angle, and Viktor managed to pick up the kill. Now Tizian still holding forklift here, but Dreamer is right there, and I don't think he's seen him, but the neighbour go out. Tizian still punishing him for not checking the corner. spyleadeR here with the CZ is going to be rotating. Might catch a kill in mid, actually. But Stefan trying to retake this site here with his team. It's a 4-on-3, so the advantage is at Killerfish's side, even though the bomb is down. They've got plenty of time to work with them. Viktor getting a kill, and Bubble also following up, and now there's 2 players left. Now it's a 1 versus 1, NKL versus Tizian. NKL gets the frag, and that's going to be eFrag winning 16-14 on DE Cash. Wow.
Yeah, that was very close. It's really surprising so far today, as you mentioned. People are struggling with their T sides today. Even the legendary, the famed eFrag is struggling with their T sides as well.
That was a very close game. That was really entertaining, though. Regardless.
Yeah. Very cool to see Killerfish are putting up a huge fight on their CT side.
Didn't expect that.
And for me, it's just question marks all over the place as to what the hell is going to happen on the next map, which will be Dust 2. And of course, if Dust 2 is going to, as I look at my paper here, if it's going to go to a draw, basically, just goes to 1-1, we'll get a Mirage decider, and that's another good map for eFrag at the very least. I'm not as experienced with the capabilities of Killerfish, but
I'm with you on that one, yeah.
Yeah, well, I think we'll take a little bit of a break, guys. We'll set up the next map for you. Stay tuned. We'll be back with map 2 here for this quarterfinal for the DreamHack Open London qualifier.